Do you allow small general aviation four-seater single-engine aircraft to land here by any chance?
Only Cirruses out of Moorabbin.
Sydney has over 5.3 million people living there. It had 4 million people that used to go through the airport pre-pandemic, but it doesn't have a second airport. Even Melbourne, where I am now, has a second airport. This is where I am now in Avalon, if you can count Avalon as being part of Melbourne. It is a fair way out from the city after all. Construction of the airport began in 2018, and the team from Western Sydney International have asked me to fly up from Melbourne to Sydney.
Welcome to Sydney. The local time is 10:39.
To meet them at the experience centre they have at the airport and to attend a very special media event. But after the media event, which I'm very excited about, they've asked me to stick around because I'm going to get a tour of the airport, show you the layout of the airport and what to expect if you're going to be travelling through there in the future. The media event starts in 6 hours, so I really should get some sleep. Also, how sunburnt did I get at Avalon today? Oh my God. Okay. See, unlike Sydney Kingsford Smith, which is the airport I'm at now, the new Western Sydney airport isn't going to have any curfew in terms of when aircraft can take off and land. So aircraft are limited to when they can take off and land here at Sydney Kingsford Smith because it's in a big built-up residential area. No curfew at the new airport. Oh, it's electric. I've not driven an electric car before. This will be fun. Bong. Should be around a 45-minute drive from Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport out to the new Western Sydney Airport. Helicopters. So that is the experience centre where the press conference is about to happen. They're just setting it up now. And behind me, if you look behind me now, that is the brand new Western Sydney Airport. The runway comes along here. You can see this is the main runway. And that is the new terminal building, way in the distance down there. Okay, press conference is about to start. They're about to announce what the 3-letter code for this airport's going to be. What do you reckon it will be? I said SYW. Apparently I was wrong.
To unveil the Western Sydney Airport's code that you'll all see when you go to book flights from and out of and to this fabulous airport in 2026.
WSI. Western, you can work it out. WSI, that's what it is. Sam, so I guessed SYW as the 3-digit airport code. I got two out of 3.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
It's not bad.
We could have had WSA and be W for Nancy Bird Walton. But I think WSI is a good one because it aligns with, the fact we're an international airport. We're in Western Sydney, so yeah, it works.
I'm just sour that I didn't guess the right one, that's all. I'll be sour about that for the whole day now.
Stefan, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Sorry, Dad. Where are we going first?
I think just into the terminal, we might be going to the basement first.
All right. Smile, everyone. And this is inside the brand new terminal. This is the first time I've seen inside here, and probably a lot of you as well. This is the ground floor. This is the departures area. So you'll come in through the doors, drop your bags, check in, do security, all the normal stuff. And then this is where all the departure gates will be, the lounges will be. Upstairs is going to be arrivals. I think we're going there in a minute. In fact, I think we're going there now. Now I thought I trod in something. Now we're on the roof. So we were in the departures, basement level, or ground level, sorry. arrival, second level, and we've come up on top of that. So this is level 3. I'm not sure if this is just going to be a roof or whether there's going to be something up here, but I would say if you're a plane spotter, this is where you're going to want to go. Look at this. As a professional aviation photographer,
Yeah.
is that what I could
Yeah,
call
you
it?
could say that.
Yeah, so is this like a good view for you guys? Because it looks good to me.
Yeah, right now it's a little bit it's a construction site, right? It's hard to tell, but yeah, look, we're excited to see WSI.
Yeah.
When it's late 2026, I think.
I think that's when it's opening, 2026, yeah. You
So-
get a good view from up here,
Well,
right
yeah.
in the middle of the runway by the looks of it.
Absolutely. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I know, I'll be up here all the time.
Oh,
I'll be up here. My wife and child will be downstairs and I'll be up here taking
Very good.
pictures.
Very good.
I've since reliably been informed now that there will actually be a roof going on top of here. This is going to be the international arrivals area. So you'll come off the runway, come out of the gate. They could put a roof up. You can see the kind of pillars here. The roof's going to go on top, obviously. That's where roofs go. And yeah, this will be international arrivals. Hey, now, Kurt, this is a better view. This is a much better view.
Steph,
you
you're
prefer
right.
this one?
Yeah, this is much better. See, right in the middle, overlooking the runway, elevated, good perspective. Got to be happy with that.
A couple of core runway facts for you. 3.7 kilometres in length, this new runway, 45 metres wide. There's a single runway here, 0523. Those are the two. That's the reciprocal for the runways here. If you're interested in who the other TV companies are, some of them behind me at the moment now, we've got Channel 7.
Western Sydney Airport finally settled on WSI.
Channel 9 are here.
So operators are already speaking to some 40 international airlines.
The ABC are here as well, a couple of independents. So I just want you to know that because of your support, which I'm so grateful for, we now have a channel that is at the same status, if not greater than, Channel 7, Channel 9 in the ABC. If I'm a passenger and I'm going to be coming into Western Sydney International Airport, what airlines are going to be flying in?
So Western Sydney International is in talks with international airlines across the world as well as domestic carriers, but we've also signed MOUs on memorandums of understanding with Virgin and Qantas. So watch this space.
What's this space?
Watch this airspace.
The new Western Sydney Airport is located obviously in the west of Sydney, but in a straight line it's about 45 kilometres from the existing Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport to the new Western Sydney Airport. Now if you want to get to the new airport from the city, you can use the Sydney Metro Western Sydney Airport rail service via St Mary's Station to connect to the CBD. There's also new express bus routes connecting the airport to the cities of Parramatta and Liverpool, or if you did want to drive, you can use the new toll-free M12 motorway, which is going to connect the airport to the existing M7. Sam, I've got one more question for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no.
And we're just about to take a drive now. We've finished the tour inside the terminal. We're going to have a look around the perimeter road, around the outside of the airport. Someone asked me, Sam, what aircraft can land here? What can you get? Can you A380s? Can you get up to the big jets?
We can, yeah. So we're rated to, I can't remember the class off the top of my head, but yes, we can accommodate aircraft up to and including the A380.
A380. So Cirrus SR22 up to an A380.
Correct.
That's your margin.
Big range.
Big range. So when they've moved all the dirt out the way,
Yep.
where does it go?
Most of it went to the other end of the airport. It was kind of a slope with a hill through the centre of it, and we needed to lower this section but raise the other end.
Oh, I see. So you just moved it?
Yep,
Yeah, one
no
end to the
dirt
other.
went off site.
Quick story for you. I live in Melbourne now, obviously, but I used to live in Sydney. And when I learnt to fly here in Bankstown Airport, just over there. And this airspace above me now was where we used to do all of our flight training. This is the training area. It still is now for Bankstown Airport.
Looking great, 8.5. Roll, power off and push.
There is one question which hasn't been answered yet, which is what is going to happen to that airspace? And I know a lot of you watching this would be interested in that, but that's still being worked on at the moment. The plan for that is actually being handled by people outside of those who look after the development and construction of the airport. But there will be some changes obviously to the airspace, and it'll be interesting to know what does happen to the training area and people like us who like flying around this area at the moment. It's really good to know we are going to have another option then if we are travelling in and out of Australia's biggest city from late 2026. What also is cool about this new airport is off camera, Sam, who did the tour for us, he said to me that he can promise that the first aircraft to land on this new runway will be Echo Yankee Zulu. He said something like that, but I'm going to hold him to it nonetheless.